yourself, you know, you're in the lowest state in your life where you're just like, wow, am I really gonna like do this without them? But
Lord have mercy, that's a crazy feeling.
Tell these folks your name, emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
What's going on, YouTube? I'm Emotional, aka you're something of sexy. You know where the best be is me. Can't you see I'm fresh and so clean? What's going on, y'all? We back at it for another Angelina Jordan video. This is Angelina Jordan. Thank you. Toby Gad live, new original song, concert, Glendale, California. Let's go ahead and dive straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe now, baby. Let's vibe. Hit the button, baby.
we have a very special surprise for you guys. Song me and Toby. That's the original that we wrote. And I want to say a little something before we play it for you. It's called Thank You. I've recently gone through massive betrayal. I've been through a lot in life, and as we all do, it's the good and bad,
Right.
as we say. And I've learned that throughout that time where you didn't know that, you know, your closest person that you love with all your heart could somehow walk out of your life. But in that healing process, you know, you feel like you kind of lose yourself, you know, you're in the lowest state in your life where you're just like, wow, am I really gonna like do this without them? But
Lord have mercy, that's a crazy feeling. And it's like whether it's somebody you're dating or a friend, and it's like it's such a crazy feeling when you realize, yo, like I'm really gonna have to rock out with you, or with this during this, I'm gonna have to rock out to my level of success without you. And it's like the more that you grind and the more like, yo, like you want people there, you want certain people there, but it's like, dad, like I can't have you with me. Because at the same time, it was more so for me with the friend part of it. It was like you're more so being treated, feeling like I was a nobody, being treated like I was a nobody, because I'm not the partier or the one that's always getting a bunch of different women and this, that, and the third, because that's not who I am. It's like, or I'm not the smoker, or I'm not the drinker. I'm not none of that. But it's like, because I'm not that, it's like you kind of like, it kind of felt like a friend I had kind of treated me differently. And it was somebody that I really considered like my brother, my best friend. And it bothered me for a while, and it still kind of does to a degree, but it is what it is, bro. I get it though.
And then I came to realization that, you know, you in a way want to thank that person that they showed you how more of a powerful person that light inside of you that you have, that you didn't realize while you were at your lowest without them. And it's basically, this song is saying like thank you for showing me, making me a stronger person I am today. And I also want to add one more thing to this is I think it's so important that if any of you are struggling inside with, if you're going through something, I mean it's not a joke, it's serious. We all humans, we depend on each other and the love that we give, and just always feel free to like speak out and don't like keep it in within you.
Yeah. Don't keep stuff in. Don't keep stuff in, because it's gonna make it worse, and it's gonna make it fester, and it's gonna create resentment, it's gonna create negativity, and it's gonna create a bunch of things you don't need. You don't need that. Let it out. Like, let it out. I was always taught, tell the truth, shame the devil. Don't let them thoughts get to creeping around and you get to doing something or thinking something or doing something you ain't got no business doing. Don't do that. Don't do that.
feel like a lot of people do that, and with the honor that I have to have a voice to say this, I just want to put it out there. And this is thank you. So.
Right, thank you. Right? Hold on. Oh. It kind of gives me like a, what's that thing? It kind of gives me a little bit of reggae, but it also kind of gives me like a, I want to say a 70s vibe too. It gives me like a 70s, like, it gives me like a 70s soul thing. It kind of gives me like a Soul Train 70s type thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Go, Angelina. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. That's one thing I've learned this year, specifically just from like watching the media and stuff like that. My mama always told me, well, don't come out in the wash, come out in the rinse. The truth gonna always come out at some point, bro. The truth gonna always come out. It don't matter what it is. The truth gonna always show. The truth gonna always show, bro. It's always gonna show. No matter how hard you try to hide it. People, like, even with people that I've personally dealt with, it's like, yo, like, okay, like, I'm paying attention now. Don't let the silliness fool you. Like, I learned from being the quiet kid when I was especially like in college, especially like being the quiet kid and just kind of sitting back and just watching people and watching how people move and how they do things. It's like, oh, okay. I learned to pay attention. I'm learning more and more even now, like I'm still myself, but I'm paying attention. Don't think I'm not paying attention. I'm always paying attention. I'm watching, bro. I'm watching, bro. Not with fear, but like if you do something I thought was kind of weird, I noted it. You know what I'm saying? But dawg, like, I can't wait for them to drop the audio for this. They got to drop the audio for this because this is hard. This is hard, just from a sound wise standpoint, and then from like a message standpoint. This need a bed. Let's get it. That music is fire. Let's go.
Let's get it. All right. All right.
Who is Mama Sarah? Because I noticed the thing was pointing at her. Who is that? Is that her mama? Is that her mama? I'm assuming that's her mama. Okay. Put the stank on it, girl. Put the stank on it. Hey, Toby, Toby, Toby. Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. She cooked. All right, y'all, that's the end of that vid. Wait, there's more? Wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay, no, it's just black screen. Wait, what is that at the end? Okay, nothing. Okay. All right, y'all, that's the end of that vid. Now, this is the thing for me with this one, right? It's relatable. Like, I'm pretty sure we've all been in a space where you wanted something with a person, a relationship with a person to work out, but it didn't. And it's like you look up and be like, "Dad, like it's a part of time. It's a time, and it's a certain time period where you're like, Dad, like you blame yourself, and it's like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that?" And then it's like you start to get better with it, and then it's like, then eventually you heal from it. And it's like, yo, like. One thing, like I said, like I had a friend who I was like, yo, like you was my best friend, and it just kind of like after a while you started to kind of treat me like I was a nobody, or a girlfriend I had at the time, and it was like because I wasn't trying to move, I didn't move at your pace at that time. It was like, yo, like it's like you started treating me different, and it's like, I'm not ready for what you ready for. We just started this thing. You already ready to move on to phase 5. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I remember as time progressed though, like we eventually I ended up reaching out to her and apologized for the things that I partook in. I think that's the right word. Like I apologized to her for the things that I did wrong. Right? Because I'm not gonna sit here and profess like I was perfect. But also she apologized too for the stuff she did, which I really appreciated. I needed it. Because she didn't have to, because she was like, yo, like you were actually a really good boyfriend and da 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 da. And I was like, yo, I appreciate you, thank you, I appreciate you. But it's like, yo, like the thing is like we gotta keep moving. We can't let things from the past really deter us from what we're supposed to be doing. And I think that's the hardest thing, especially when you really want somebody there with you, especially when you really love them. Like no expectations, no nothing, like that real genuine love. And it's like, yo, like I want to see you win, I want to see you succeed, I want to see you do all these different things. But at the same time, I think the hardest thing is when they can't see it for themselves, or it's kind of like when they start to be a hindrance for you. That's when I think things start to go left with people, right? When they start to become a hindrance. But remember, you gotta keep yourself first, and I think that's the one thing with all of us that we gotta always remember, especially like, yo, like remember how much how important you are to, if not anybody else, to yourself. You got to be important to yourself. Not on some like, oh, I'm bigger and better than everybody, but on some like, yo, I love myself and I'm gonna take care of myself, because at the end of the day, I gotta be good for me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm finna get out of here, y'all. Peace, baby. Lay out.